Closed captioning for great tastes is presented by Manitoba Turkey Producers. Make it with turkey. Manitoba Liquor Mart presents Great Tastes of Manitoba. Great Tastes is brought to you by GreatTastesMB.ca. Local farms, local foods. Great Taste is sponsored by the Government of Canada and Manitoba Agriculture through the Canadian Agricultural Partnership. Welcome once again to Great Tastes of Manitoba. My name is Des Daniels, your host tonight, and we are doing whole turkey and beyond. Manitoba Turkey Producers, we have Chef Jason Wortzman here with a couple of great recipes. And of course, Aaron Oblast, product ambassador, Manitoba Liquor Mart's going to do some beverage pairings for us in just a little bit. So here we are, Jason, turkey and beyond. We've got the whole thing here. And so when we're talking about the beyond, it's like really, you know, we're going to make our turkey, but then also what we can kind of do with it afterwards, right?
Yes,
with all the leftovers.
A couple other dishes with leftovers.
Okay, so let's talk about our recipes tonight. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what we'll be making?
Okay, well, this is a whole roasted turkey here. I've put a paprika parsley rub on it, and we're going to make a traditional pan gravy with it.
Okay.
And then for our second recipe, we're going to do a spaghetti alla puttanesca with some leftover turkey, of course, in it.
Many questions for you about that when we get to that, okay?
Yeah.
And finally?
And then finally, we're going to make a stock out of some turkey bones and then make a turkey noodle soup.
Soup, perfect, love it. Okay, thoughts?
Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to showcase a little bit of the versatility of Spanish wine. Spain is the 2019 theme country for the Winnipeg Wine Festival. So we're going to go with a Spanish red, a Spanish white, pair them with the wonderful turkey dishes, and also slide in a local beer right at the end with the turkey soup.
Love it. Okay, see you soon. Here we go. Whole roasted turkey with traditional pan gravy. That's a big turkey. All right, so and this is one of your amazing products that you have, Granny's
yes,
Turkey, okay?
we're using a new product here. It's a whole turkey that's infused with real turkey broth and a little bit of sea salt.
So this is special because, like, really you don't have to do anything with it other than just put it in the oven. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And it's all natural, and it keeps the breast meat really nice and moist.
Yeah.
Very forgiving if you overcook it a little bit.
Like it already.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
But
so that's what we have here.
Yeah, but to avoid overcooking it, I do recommend using a thermometer.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
So what are the parameters for
yeah,
that?
well, you want to put it in the thigh without trying not to touch a bone, and then you want it to be about 170 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you're good to go.
Why the thigh as opposed to the breast?
It's kind of the last part that'll get done up to that. Once that gets up to temperature, then
you know the rest of it's good. Okay,
yep.
All right, interesting.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Good to go. Yep. Okay, so yeah, our whole turkey here, I have put a little rub on there. I used some paprika, fresh parsley, garlic, and olive oil, and I just kind of pureed it.
Okay.
You can also do it in a pestle and mortar, and it just gives it some nice color and flavor.
Okay, and then you just rub it all over? Okay.
Absolutely, yep. And you'll see here, this is called a handy clamp.
Yes,
and
what is this?
We have it on all our turkeys now, and it holds the legs together, and it's oven safe. And if you're going to stuff your turkey, you can just pull a drumstick out so you can get in there better.
Okay.
And you can completely remove it if you want, just twist it, but you don't have to tie the legs or anything.
So no trussing, like essentially this does the job of trussing for you. Excellent.
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
that comes on all of your products at this
Yes,
point. Okay, fantastic.
Okay, so very important to let your turkey rest a bit after it's cooked.
And why is that?
It just holds the juices in. So if you cut it right away, the juices will just pour out onto the cutting board, and this way it stays nice and moist.
Where we want it, okay.
So about 20 minutes. So, and we're going to do this pan gravy here. So I'm just going to give it a little tilt here, try and get some of those extra juices out of there.
Sure.
Yeah, and then we'll just
Set
put it
that
on
aside.
here. Yeah, and if you just want to cover that with the
Sure.
foil there. And then we're going to start right in the roasting pan here. And I'm just going to turn this on here.
This doesn't have to be like, when you use tenting, it's just kind of like so that it's all, doesn't have to be super closed tight, right?
That's right. Yeah, you don't want to steam it. So yeah, just loosely tented is great. And then this pan here, this is a non-stick pan, so there aren't a lot of drippings in there that are stuck to the bottom. But I like to deglaze with a little bit of wine. It adds a great flavor and some great color too. So yeah, so we got this right up here on high, starting to sizzle a bit already.
Yeah, that didn't take very long at all.
So we'll just add a little bit of wine in there.
Okay. Like how much, like whatever, just kind of whatever. Can you put too much wine? Is that a thing that can happen?
Well, it's all personal taste, yeah, but your sauce can turn purple for sure if you want. don't want purple gravy. I
Probably
don't
not.
put a whole bottle in. Or
Maybe if you
even
explain to
a
people
half a
why it's
bottle.
purple,
Yeah.
maybe that would be okay.
Absolutely, yeah. So just a little bit of deglazing here. And then what I have here is it's called a fat separator. So
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
So
okay.
here's my experience. Like I got the gravy, and I'm just like literally doing this, and there's like chunks, and there's drips. It's a nightmare, basically,
Yeah.
chef. So what you have here is, and I know you're not one big kind of for kitchen gadgets. You're sort of
Yeah.
a purist in that way. So this has got to be
This is a good one.
the
yeah.
thing. Okay.
Yeah. So what we'll do here is
Can I help you in any way?
Probably
make
just
sure this
stand
doesn't
back.
fall, okay.
But yeah, it's pretty safe there, and you don't need to get every little
Every
bit out
bit.
of there.
Okay.
So yeah, as you can see, the fat is already up there near the top there,
Right.
as you see. So
Yeah,
as you
yeah,
tilt
yeah.
it,
Oh.
and you're going to get all the fat will just stay in the bottom there.
Okay. Gotta
Okay,
get one of
okay.
those.
So yeah, next step here, I made a roux, and it's basically equal parts butter and flour. So 3-4 tablespoons will give you a nice thick. And you just cook it for a few minutes till it looks like this. It's just fully cooked there.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to pour my drippings in there. And as you can see, it's just starting to sizzle right away. And again, I don't want to go too far because I don't want to.
You don't want to get the
Yeah,
fat in
too
there.
much fat in there, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
For sure.
is that ever?
Yeah. And then
that
remember,
already-
we have turkey broth right in the turkey that we've infused in there. So
Right.
there's even
It's got the
extra
flavor, yeah.
flavor in there. Yeah. And then as
You're
much
gonna add this
stock.
stuff in?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is turkey stock here that I set aside, and I'm just going to pour. You know, people generally like more gravy than less gravy.
This
and
is true.
Always good for leftovers,
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
hot turkey
Turn that over
sandwiches
to you.
and
Okay.
whatnot. So yeah, once this starts to boil, it's essentially going to thicken right up. And then it's a good idea to strain it afterwards as well.
Sure. Yeah, just
Yeah.
to make sure you got it. Okay, perfect. So there we
Yeah.
go. Whole roasted turkey and traditional pan gravy. We're going to start working on some of these leftovers when we come back, though, of course, because it's whole turkey and beyond tonight. Manitoba Turkey Producers here on Great Tastes of Manitoba. Don't go away.
You're watching Great Tastes of Manitoba, brought to you in part by the Government of Canada and Manitoba Agriculture through the Canadian Agricultural Partnership.